5-4. David Parkin, well, doesn't he get fired up? Have a look at this in the second quarter. They were leading by about 7. No wonder Colin Kinnear's got to clean the window, Gerard Healy.
Well, he wasn't happy that Cole forgot the Windex. He told him to bring that on Thursday night.
Oh, doesn't he pump up David Parkin? What a great record he has as a coach.
What were they, about 40 points in front at the time?
Cruising through. Dennis Pagan not cruising at the moment, but he wouldn't be giving up. 11-5 to 5-4. Still fancy that they could come back. Russell Morris has made the trip down from Gary Ayres, and he's with Neil Curley right now. Do you think they can get back, King?
Well, they're Russell's team. What do you think?
Well, I don't know, Bruce. I think it's going to be a very difficult task, especially in these conditions being sloppy. But obviously they need a lot more from Carey and Longmire and guys like Archer out of the centre. They're beating. Spalding's kicked 3 goals. Williams is doing very well. So it's all around the packs and it's all up forward and off that half-back line.
You'd have to say Carlton at this stage, in the first half, Bruce, much more committed. They really wanted the hard ball just a bit better than North did. And also they've got their key players playing very well. And they just look far more disciplined. Their attack on the ball is superb. Their support for each other is great. And there's a tremendous team spirit within this Carlton side. And you have to have that to win finals footy.
Saw it today, didn't we, with the catch. Thanks for that, Neil.
Peter Dean, Glenn Manton on the bench. Wayne Carey still at centre-half forward with Silvani. John Longmire back to full forward.
11-5, 5-4, start of the second half. The second preliminary final. Carlton lead by 6. The winner to play Geelong next Saturday afternoon.
So Mick Martin has gone back onto Brad Pearce. Sorry, that is Smith. And Fairley still with Stephen Kernahan.
Madden McKernan in the centre. Sloppy pitch here at the MCG. Fraser Brown is not on the interchange bench for Carlton. He won't be coming back tonight. What a bit of blow for him. Would have loved this sort of a match. Bond, Anderson punched it forward. Williams caught at the back. Tackled by Armstrong, okay. Away by Anderson. Schwass forces it forward. And out of play.
Mickey Martin, centre-half back on Earl Spalding. So Carlton and North Melbourne almost as they started, except for a couple of injuries.
Roberts to do the work. He kicked 5 goals at Optus when North were playing catch-up football against the Blues. Kutafides over the back. Blakey can't quite get through. Williams did beautifully to tap it forward. Bond went to ground. Free kick Blakey against Hannah. John Blakey, every game this year. 7 North Melbourne players have played in every match. Got 15 players in this team who have played over 100. Tremendous experience, but so too have the Blues. Carey couldn't quite hold, got a high one, but it was from Christou. Bradley, quick kick away. Had a lot of kicks in the first half. He wants the boundary line, won't quite get there. Sexton leading. Little one off the ground, forcing it forward. Oh, just slipping through the fingers. Now Scholl back. Slow handball to Crocker, who's had a quiet night. Crocker to the pocket. Goes too far. McKay couldn't quite handle it. Bradley taps it towards the boundary line. Roberts there. Rock. Fair kick round the body. Centering kick. Allison looking for a free kick. Carey, Silvani, a real struggle. And the umpire's going to ball it up about 20 metres away. 11-5 to 5-4.
Well, Wayne Carey had a chance early there in that quarter. He's had a disappointing night with 3 kicks and just 1 mark. And off goes Matthew Hogg with blood on the head. Looks like a turban as he goes off.
Dean or Manson, who to come back, I wonder.
Yes, with Brown to take no further part. Don't see him back. So Peter Dean comes back off the bench. Met by Schwass in a fearful collision in the opening couple of minutes of the game, Peter Dean. Schwass and Ratton currently are opposed to each other and the leading possession winners for their respective sides. First half, Ratton had 14, Schwass had 13 possessions. Here's Scott. They need this. It just goes behind for a point. Robert Scott's first score for the night. Now down on the boundary line, Neil Curley.
Yes, Hogg running around the boundary line now to the first aid room for stitches into his head.
It was an excellent curls. I think Christou came over the top.
That's it. Christou did it.
11-5-5-5. Gee, that's a good kick by Christo. Had to be pinpoint.
He actually made out he was going to kick it to Harry Madden and then just pulled a little bit back up the middle of the ground.
And Ratton took it, got it to Whitehead to Sexton. Rebound defender Sexton. Kicks the ball up towards half forward. Kernahan taken by Fairley on the chest. Rather anticlimactic, that mark. Fairley to centre wing, McKernan. At the back, Silvani, Rock Rhodes well, got it to half forward. Archer Christou, bouncing ball, eludes the lot. Whitehead's handball okay. Will it sit for Bradley? It does. On the left foot, gets reasonable distance, but North underneath it. Anderson takes it.
Stuart Anderson floats the hand pass across the half-back line to Scholl. He goes for a bit of distance to half forward, but Christou is there for the Blues. An impregnable defence which has coughed up just 5 goals so far. Christou to centre wing. Pearce, spoiled by Smith. Ross Smith did particularly well. Koutafidis did brilliantly. Pearce and the ball out of play, and we'll have a throw in. Koutafidis is a freak. 8 possessions, 4 marks. Mick Aylett, former president of North Melbourne and the AFL, and Albert Mantello, former commissioner of the AFL and former North Melbourne great. And free kick to North here on centre wing, be taken by Roberts. Plenty of distance with the kick inside 50. Dean just back on. Lets the ball get behind him. A fumble by McKay. Carey well shepherded off by Silvani. Christou round the boundary line to centre wing. 2 against 2. Comes to the front. Rock.
Spiral punt, gets good distance off Bond, taken by McKay. He's been outstanding tonight. Yet again, Silvani well played to Ratton, who's played the corridor magnificently. To Dean, they'll love this. Dean through the centre, too far for Kernahan. Fairley takes it. Left-hand handball to Laidley. Laidley out wide. Could Swass run away from Hannah here? Hannah on the mark. Brings it back inside to Blakey. He's going to have to go over the top. They're under pressure. Handball on the up was okay from Scott. Back to Blakey. North need an early goal. Blakey gives it the lot. Can McKernan take a big one? At the back. Bouncing ball. Chance to go off the ground. Bond to mop up. Little one out to Williams. Williams goes back, gives it up. Scott in the pocket. Swings it back. McKay cool as a cucumber. Out towards half back. Crocker gets the mark. North need a couple in a hurry. Centering kick. Carey, surely he's got it.
Could it be the sign?
Second mark tonight. It's what they've been waiting for, isn't it? A Carey mark and goal to turn it around.
Well, he's probably the only one that can lead them to the promised land. They do need to attack, as you said before half-time, Bruce, and it would have to be a 3 or 4 goal second half by Wayne Carey.
Trying to kick from about 52 metres. Drop punt, he's pushed it. It's not going to make the distance. Big fly from Longmire at the back. Sexton's toe poke. Scott couldn't quite. Still paddling, under pressure, out of play. 11-5 to 5-5. Just a point to North Melbourne in the first 7 minutes of the second half. No score to the Blues.
And North Melbourne in attack. Madden beats Carey and Ruck. Rock a little kick for North out in front of goals. It spills to Archer. A snap is good.
How does it happen? You're painting a sign or digging a mine, and you strain till you think that you'll burst. You sure got a thirst. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer, and the best cold beer is Vic. You're leading a band or shoveling sand, you can get it any old how. Matter of fact, I got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer, and the best cold beer is Vic. Vic Bitter.
11-5, 6-5. Rice, left foot out of the centre. Cool play on. Crocker had to get rid of it. Koutafidis onto it. Now Spalding tries to go through the legs. Carlton in packs as they've been all night. Clappe. Williams sits, waits. Looks for a free kick, doesn't get it. feel like the moment's come for North Melbourne now, don't you?
Yeah, they've really got to get 2 or 3 goals in succession, because each time tonight that they've looked damaging North Melbourne, Carlton have responded with a quick goal.
Madden, Rice and Crocker, goes to ground, Anderson, off the ground, Bradley, left foot by Clappe, out of bounds on the fall. It's 11-5, 6-5. Just trying to think off the top whether North has kicked 2 goals in succession tonight. I don't think they have. They haven't been able to string anything together. They need it now.
Kick in, clears the 50. Madden palms the ball to the front. Spills to Williams. Cornered by Roberts. Finds an ally in Bradley. A centering kick is good. Kernahan is there. Roving Pearce. Snapped just across the face of goal. Brad Pearce, 1 goal, 2 tonight. Stuart Anderson to kick in for North. 9.5 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. Scholl. Disappointing season, really. 6 times a state player for Victoria. Juggled mark by Hannah, not paid. Allison off the ground is good. Roberts. Long kick to full forward. A dive, a fingertipper. It spills to Longmire. It's still there for Johnny Longmire. Whistle's gone. Ball up.
Well, it was a great dive by Wayne Swass. A good movement from North Melbourne through the centre. Wasn't a bad kick from Roberts. Just couldn't quite grasp it, though, Swass.
Longmire held up. Going to have to go again. It's gone back through the score sheet tonight. They did get a couple of goals in succession in the 2nd term, North. They need another run here. Schwass, Ratton, what a game he's played, number 7. Stats won't be really high, but he's done the hard thing all night. Another one of those Carlton players in contact lenses that was talked about during the week that wouldn't be suited. It's their first game of the MCG under lights this year. Free kick to Silvani. They lead 11-6 to 6-5. Game's tightened up a lot, though. Rice gets it. Handball to Ratton. He's got Christo if he wants him. Back to Rice. He's got a kick in the hurry. Hip and shoulder by Schwass. Centre wing. Oh, big fly McKernan. Koutafidis. Still Koutafidis. Whitehead on the left. It's been okay, Whitehead. Kernahan hit out of it by Fairley. Taken by Scholl. Sweeps out the handball. A good one. Anderson will get another chance. They've got to build from here, North. Anderson into the centre. Allison Carey. Carey had a bit of it, but Allison's handball good. Rock, centre half forward. Longmire went over the top. Archer attack, strongly handled, not good enough. Hannah is away. Rebound here. Williams on the end of it at centre wing. Sit and wait, Williams will. He's called to play on. Not sure why. Didn't run off the mark. Kicks beautifully to Dean. It's paid. Well, they'll love this again if he could dob a long one. Peter Dean, who went off the ground in the 1st term after a strong hip and shoulder from Schwass, carried off on a stretcher. Everything, I think, was rattled. But he's put himself together. He's been able to come back on. And he kicks it from 52. Right to the goal square. Punch at the back from Scholl. Missed by North Melbourne, Kernahan. And that's a behind. Kernahan's had a lot of shots for goal. He's kicked 2 goals for. Played a terrific opening half. It's 11-7 to 6-5.
It hasn't got totally out of hand for North Melbourne yet. Margin 32 points. 10.25 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kick in by Anderson. McKernan. It was a bit more like last week, but this time he's in the defensive half. McKernan's kick over the centre circle to half forward. Carey swamped. Silvani's done a top job. Bond's hand pass to Ratton. Archer, terrific hand pass to Blakey. A high ball to the 50. Longmire is there. Paddles it up the ground. Silvani goes for the boundary line. Has he found it? Yes, he got enough on it. The ball's safely out of bounds for the Blues.
Both John Longmire and Wayne Carey have had to put up with some pretty close checking tonight. On a couple of occasions like that one, I thought the umpire was pretty lenient in letting the Carlton defender get away with the scragging.
Comes to Hannah. Round the boundary line to centre wing. Bradley taken off the ball by Scott. Bradley in for a second effort. Clappe been pretty quiet tonight. Craig Bradley doesn't bother handballing, just kicks it every time. Spilt by Mickey Martin. Spalding's kicked 3 goals. He's been terrific. Blakey. North desperately need the next goal. Umpire comes in and will ball it up. 73 to 41. Blues in front.
Blakey wanting one around the neck. Not paid. Drew said next goal so important here. You reckon if Carlton get it, they'll close it off nearly. If North get it, we're in for a tremendous finish. Sweeping handball by the Kangaroos. By Blakey and Mackay straight to the boundary line and out.
There's no doubt that North Melbourne has lifted their work rate greatly. They're just getting a couple of odd mistakes, a couple of skill errors at the wrong time that's impeding their charge back towards the Carlton score.
Madden lays it down, wanted Whitehead. Quick kick through by the Blues, or Martin did well to recover. Handball, found Laidley. Laidley found Blakey, normally kicks the ball long distances. Up towards half forward, well done Christou. Out of play again. So Silvani, Mackay, Christou have found the boundary line in the last minute and a half as Carlton are hanging on.
Well, right now you'd probably say that both sides are going pretty evenly. Keith Gregg, dual Brownlow medalist for North Melbourne, a great champion, a premiership player. But North Melbourne have got to do better than just drawing even. They've got to go ahead.
Carey gets rid of Silvani. Wayne Carey, 30 metres out, has missed it. Oh, you put a fortune on him kicking that. He is still goalless tonight. He's fresh off a game last week against the Eagles where he failed to get a goal. And that's incredible. Just 2 behinds tonight to Wayne Carey. Christou's kick comes to the back. Carey's recovered. He's about 80 metres away from where he had that shot for goal. To Scholl. Kicked by Scholl inside the 50. Christou waits. Didn't attempt the mark. And will take the free kick. Punched to the ground. That's against John Longmire.
So North having most of the football but unable to erode this lead. They've just got to get a couple of goals in a hurry in what's going to be a pretty low scoring game, you think. 11-6 at the moment. Silvani got it, gave it to Bond. Bond wide, Hannah and Blakey. Blakey having a reasonable term here. Mackay, the boundary line, out of play. So the Blues without a goal in 16 minutes of football. Dennis Pagan, his coaching staff around him, looking at the board. Carlton are 31 points in front. They led by 45 at one stage, their biggest margin. Hannah, very good game tonight. Archer hates the decision, but Hannah's going to get it. Between half-back and centre wing. Goes in the Kernahan direction. He really set this game up, Kernahan, in the opening quarter. Very good mark. Not too often Mickey Martin gets turned inside out, and that's what Kernahan did tonight. Goes to Spalding in the pocket. And the Duke has been very, very good. David Parkin, 3 times a premiership coach. Kernahan yet another grab. 5 marks tonight. 73 to 42. 31-point lead to the Blues. Christou, scored by McKernan. It comes back to Corey McKernan. He's kicked to half forward. Oh, Silvani beats Carey again. That has been crucial. And Wayne Carey is goalless and has had just 6 possessions. Williams on his own out at centre wing. Kick by Williams to Kernahan. Well done, fairly. Scott. North free kick here. Robert's got to take it. Defensive 50 for North. Straight up the centre. Looking for Carey once again. 2 Carlton players crashed into each other. Off the ground by Blakey. Off the ground by Rock for North. Inside 50. Longmire paddles the ball out. Blakey out to Carey. This time, nobody in the goal square. It bounces. Goalwards.
The Mitsubishi Grand Final sale, is now on. That means huge run-out bonuses on Pajero and great deals on Express. 2 two-wheel and four-wheel drive Triton Utes, yo, and Star Wagon. So, see your local participating dealer today and score a great deal on a new Mitsubishi.
Game tightening up now, 11-7, 7-6. Blakey's been good in this quarter. Schwass off the ground. Christou goes high off the ground. Going hard for it all. Good take by Laidley.
They're just sensing something, the North Melbourne players are collectively lifting.
Laidley's kicked to centre half forward. Archer, Rice. Ball comes to ground, Koutafidis. Allison onto him. Taken by Archer. Rice. Tackle was good by Crocker. Well, as our old mate Robbo said last week with Essendon and Richmond, they haven't buried them, you know. They're only 5 in front. And the margin at the moment's 4. North have kicked the only 2 goals in this term. Koutafidis, advantage given. Fairly in the front spot, he'll get it off Kernahan. So North has stopped the supply for the moment. Blakey's kick wide, not so good. Silvani's got it. It was a poor kick by Blakey. Carey wanted it wider. Oh, smother. Over the top, surely a goal. Archer goes round, kicks it, they're back in business.
We'll have a fair bit to do when we get to the new place.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We'll have to find a laundromat for Danny.
Psychiatrist for Danny.
No, we'll have to find a video shop.
Where are the yellow pages?
Danny, where are the yellow pages?
Have you seen the yellow pages?
Oh, I've packed them.
(11-7, 8-6). Archer, 7 goals in 2 weeks, 3 tonight.
Yes, another big performance tonight. He's kicked 2 goals from snaps in this third quarter.
It's been terrific since quarter time. He got off to a bad start, but Drew, from within his inner resolve, and he's backfiring now.
Kick by Rock. Spills out towards centre wing. It really has lifted the tempo. Off the ground goes Clappe. Blakey. Rock has to wait for it just inside the line. Hurried kick to beat Bradley. Scott hits the ground running. To the 50. Carey.
The ground, isn't it?
He's a long way from goal. Goes the short pass, which is a shocker. And has gone, I thought, out of bounds. Grabbed by Scott. Scott to the goal square. Longmire waits and snaps across the face of goal. Now that is out of bounds. Still there for North. Schwass. Oh, good tackle. Bond paddles. Ratton. Sexton. Sexton to centre wing, southern stand side. And Pearce takes the mark. A steadier for the Blues. Carlton, 11-7. North, 8 goals, 6. North, 3 goals to nothing this quarter.
Peter Dean's gone to full forward for the Blues with Pearce up the ground.
And the ball out of play near centre wing for a boundary throw-in. Under 4 minutes left to three-quarter time. North making their charge.
Right back in business. That lead was 45 points at one stage, back to 19. Hannah after it. Archer. And I think it's out of play for a throw-in. So not a goal to the Blues. They kicked 4 in the first, 7 in the second. Steve Vizard, one of the fans here tonight from Tonight Live. Fame, and fast forward. Handball by Scott. Left foot by Rock. North continuing to put the pressure on. Silvani has played a superb game to Christou. Quick kick away to centre wing. Martin, a bit of a fumble. Smith clever. Mickey over the top, in trouble. Play on call, good umpiring. Now Madden, quick kick to centre half forward. Williams was he held onto. Ball comes back. Anderson's quick kick away. Wants the boundary line and gets it. So North are holding very firm here. Roberts back on the interchange, taking a message from Dennis Pagan. It's 11 goals 7 to 8 goals 6. The winner to play Geelong in the grand final next Saturday afternoon.
3-2 to 2 points in this third quarter. Martin a little kick out of there. Koutafidis wrapped up in a good tackle. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up on the point of the square. Rain has stopped. We've had virtually non-stop drizzle all day. Hannah round on the left, inside 50. Martin gets back. Dean now on the forward line. Koutafidis traps it. Pulled off it when he didn't have the ball. Now, the closest umpire there didn't pay a free kick. But the man in the middle, Brian Sheehan, came up to pay the free.
Well, it's definitely there. Martin just pulling Koutafidis off the ground.
So Kuta, who's been a real burst player a couple of times this year, has kicked 3 goals in a quarter. This for the Blues, first of the term. Again, he's kicked into the man on the mark, for Tom Crocker. It's there for Hannah. He's taken out of it when he didn't have it. Umpire Sheehan pays another free kick. 73 to 54, and the rampaging Blues are definitely under pressure here in the third quarter of the preliminary final at the MCG.
Long way out, Hannah. Kicked a goal in the second term. Kernahan leads short. It's going to be cut off surely. Taken by Scholl. The circle is turning slowly. Carlton still in the box seat, but North in with a real chance. Crocker. Hannah. 16 kicks round the body. Off Scholl. Clappo there. It's had a quiet night. Laidley holds him up. Scholl Williams. 40 metres from Carlton's goal. Into time on, and they haven't kicked a goal in this third term. David Parkin calls it the premiership quarter. It's been Carlton's best term statistically this year, but North Melbourne's best quarter has been the last. Williams, he's going to get a free. No.
Holding it.
Against him. Rock's been all right in this term. Goes out wide. Gets to Schwass at half-back. We're inside the last minute of the third quarter. He too kicks into the man of the mark. Must be 4 times in this quarter.
Well, it's a pretty simple ball, but it's got the Merry Creek mud all over it, and it's not the easiest conveyance to handle.
Spalding and Martin at the back. Rice over the head. Taken by Crocker at centre half-back. Plays on quickly. Not a good kick off the boot. Finds its target. King bursts through. Have they got time? Kicks to centre half forward. Not good. Sexton away. High ball. Back in King's direction with McKernan taking the mark. He's got to move it quickly for North Melbourne goal. Probably too late now, but they've made very good inroads here. Need a mark. Need Longmire to take it. Couldn't quite. Siren sounds. What a good quarter for North, though. They chipped away. Jared, 18 times this season. They have won the last quarter, North Melbourne. They've only been beaten on 5 occasions this year in the last term. They've kicked a whopping 118 goals in the last term. Better than anybody else in the competition. They still would fancy their chances at three-quarter time.
Well, they're going to have to produce just that quarter. I'm sure the neckties in the Carlton box are beginning just that little bit tighter. The face reddening there a little bit for Adrian Gallagher, another champion Carlton great. David Parkin will be going down. I'm just wondering whether he'd be thinking there's enough juice in the legs of Harry Madden to see the game out.
Just wonder if Gary Ayres will be making his way home. He said he would. The 5 or 6 or comfortably in front. I think he might be sitting tight at the moment, but I reckon he'd be happy with what he's seen in that third quarter. It's tightened right up.
It's been an absolute slog here, and there's no doubt that Carlton just tightened up a little bit in the way they've played the game. A few mistakes creeping in. North Melbourne, you could see it just slowly building, and well, we're in for a great final quarter.
Three-quarter time. The Blues lead 11-7, and look at Ayresy. Fixed to the seat. 11-7 to 8-6.
Talking